Good morning, Katie Munn here with Anchor and Rose Apothecary. I'm downtown Portland, Maine, sharing your spring newsletter. I decided to do a little video blog. Normally I write a few tips on how to transition successfully into the season, and I decided to do this little video blog because I feel like it's fun and an easier way to connect with your audience. So we're changing into springtime. As you can see, it's a beautiful day here today. It's Easter Sunday to be exact. It's going to reach the high of maybe 75 in Portland. So we are blessed with this warm weather, and the crocuses are up, the trees are budding, the nettles are coming up. All of these amazing plants are just sprouting up. So with this energy, it's super exciting, it's super joyful. You know, I can feel within myself my energy rising. But along with that, springtime also can bring up some emotions of feeling a little sluggish, of feeling a little bit tired, maybe a little bit irritable, right? So these other emotions kind of pop their little head up. And these emotions are connected with the liver. So in traditional Chinese medicine, springtime is a time of the liver and the gallbladder, and often that liver energy is rising up. And so when that liver energy is rising up, it can sort of create a little bit of an imbalance within us and make us feel these emotions that are sometimes uncomfortable. So I wanted to share with you some tips that I have for transitioning gracefully and easily into the spring season. So the first one is exercise, right? We are here outside, it's beautiful, I see people running. So springtime is a perfect time to run, to bike, to hike, to do some yoga, take a walk with your dog on the beach, getting out there, moving your body, and through moving your body, you're moving your lymphatic system. So your lymphatic system, unlike your circulatory system, doesn't have an internal pump, right? So your circulatory system has the heart, so your heart's pumping. The only thing that moves your lymph is you exercising, you moving your body. And lymph does so many wonderful processes within the body. It helps with detoxification, as one, it helps support the immune system. So moving and exercising your body is a great way to support yourself and move some of that stuck, stagnant energy. I know for myself, if I'm feeling a little irritable or angry, just moving my body also emotionally moves some of those emotions. Yeah, so the next one is hydration. Hydration is key to a happy and healthy life. So making sure you drink enough water. And what I do is I get like a 32-ounce ball jar, and I just fill that up with an herbal tea daily. And I know I'm going to drink at least 32 ounces of water, which is so important. So making sure, you know, you sort of set yourself up for success, carrying a little water bottle throughout the day or a ball jar with herbal tea, and just making sure you have that nourishing water with you to help. It helps detox, it helps support the body, it helps with hydration. Being hydrated is an amazing thing for you to do for yourself. The next one, bitters. Bitters, in specifically speaking of dandelion root. So dandelion root is amazing for that irritability, for that restlessness. Dandelion in general, right? So we can use the roots, we can use the leaves, we can use the flowers, we can use every single part of the dandelion. And often a lot of people, they think it's a weed, but it's not. It's such a powerful medicine. So this time of year is a perfect time of year to dig up your dandies. Remember, you know, wherever you're digging them up, make sure the soil is just safe, right? So if you live in a neighborhood where there's maybe been some lead houses in the past, or possible pesticides or toxins in the area, that wouldn't be the best place to dig up your dandelions. You want to make sure the soil is fresh and clean. And if it is, you want to dig the dandelion root before the flowers come up, right? So before the flowers come up, that's when the roots are the most potent. So they have all of those constituents and all of those healing properties that are really, really potent. And when the flowers come up, all of that energy then starts going to the flowers. So digging our roots in the summer, or excuse me, early spring or late fall. So digging up the root, you can dig that up, and then you can use that in a decoction. So a decoction is basically a tea made of roots, barks, and berries. So you put the roots in water, turn it on medium or low in your stove top, simmer it for a little bit, and then about 45 minutes, and then strain it, and you have a lovely dandelion root tea. You could also toss it in some soups or even stir fry. Sometimes I stir fry the dandelion root. And for the leaf, what I like to do is I like to saute that with some other greens, so Swiss chard. You could also saute that with kale, some olive oil, a little bit of lemon, right? We want to add the acidic component because it breaks down the oxalic acid in the greens, and then maybe a little garlic. So doing a lovely saute with that. And then the flowers, my favorite part of the flowers is to make dandelion wine. So using flowers to make dandelion wine or sprinkling over salads. And the bitters, so dandelion root's a little bit bitter. The leaves are definitely bitter. And the bitter, what that does is it helps signal our growth hormone our hormone gastrin to help promote hydrochloric acid in the stomach. And hydrochloric acid helps break down proteins within our body. It also helps kill any viruses or pathogens. And also bitters have a small detoxification process. So this time of year, whether it be dandelion root, I know when I lived in Colorado, Oregon grapefruit was coming up. So any of those lovely, gentle liver herbs are really wonderful to support that, right? So we talked about the liver being associated with maybe that frustration or irritability. So anything to support the liver is really, really beautiful. Food, making sure you eat healthy foods and foods with no additives or preservatives, and making sure you eat at regular times. So eating very simple basic foods that support us, support our digestion. A lot of times people do like a khichdi cleanse this time of year, and a khichdi cleanse is basmati rice mixed with little lentils and some lovely spices like turmeric and ginger, and that's very gentle and supportive on our digestive system. And when we are supporting our digestive system, that helps us better detox within our body. Sorry, I keep on touching my hair. The wind is kind of blowing it around. Eating whole foods, healthy foods, and also making sure you eat before, I want to say about 4 hours before bedtime, because when we eat before bedtime, then our digestion process is pretty much done, and then our body can focus on other things such as repairing cells, creating growth hormone, all these wonderful things to really support our body. And the last is mindfulness. So, often when emotions come up in our life, we can become really entrenched with them, and we can feel really connected to that in maybe a not so healthy way. So you can be like, I'm angry, and you can go throughout your day and be really angry and sort of approach everything with an angry attitude. Or you could sort of take a curious, detached approach where you say, I'm feeling really frustrated and I'm feeling really angry, and this is really curious and I'm not quite sure what's going on, and it may be, the liver rising, it may be the spring energy, it may be the astrology, I'm really into astrology, so it might be something going on planetarily, it may be something you're eating, right? So often we just feel the emotion and then we just immerse ourselves into that. And what I ask you to do is be really mindful. So say, okay, wow, I'm really feeling this intense emotion. This is super curious, huh? Let me just observe this. So almost from like an observer lens, like a curious lens, maybe from an outsider. And then from there, maybe think about how you could approach this emotion in a healthy, successful way. So I hope you all have a beautiful Sunday. Below is going to be information about, I'm throwing a lovely plant-based brunch at Fork Food Lab. I'm also doing a couple farmers market, wonderful fairs, teaching them classes this spring. So I hope you check out below, and I hope I see some of you. And if not, I love you all so, so much. And I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful spring season. Okay, bye.